Hey guys, we have my mentor here.
So my name's William McLeod. I come from Scotland, as you can tell. I have a bit of a funny accent. Um, I've been I left Scotland in '96 and I
Mhm.
came to New Zealand with my wife and two children. My son was 6 months old, my daughter was four, and
Mhm.
I ended up in Auckland, New Zealand. And
Oh,
I had a flooring company in Scotland, and when I came to New Zealand, I done the flooring again. So
mhm.
I built that business for a while, and we were making good money doing that. And then I get into some personal development years
Yeah.
ago. It's where I started learning about life coaching,
Mhm.
personal development. I was actually going through life just kind of working hard, my head down. I wasn't very conscious as a parent, as a
Mhm.
husband. I was
Yeah.
just doing my best with the consciousness that I'd been given. But when I
Mhm.
started in personal development, my whole world started to wake up and I started looking at everything different. And my results just started going like that.
Oh,
And in every area of my life. So yeah, it was quite a big awakening for me.
oh wow. Yeah, that's what, like even part of the question was like, can you tell us a bit about you, like you already did, and like where you came from like enjoying the life that you are living now. That was basically the question that I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I want to get your understanding, like, how do you define purpose for yourself?
Well, before my purpose was
Mm,
just working hard, taking care of my family, and that's what most fathers do, right? Or mothers do. We just devote ourselves to our children. And but as I've been on this personal development journey and coaching people, and I've been living in multiple countries, like I've lived in Scotland
hmm.
for half of my life, and then I lived in New Zealand for
Yeah.
it's maybe same amount of time, and then
Hmm.
I went to Indonesia for 5 years, and at the moment I'm living in India since maybe funny enough the last 7 8 months, and currently I just arrived in Jakarta in
Oh,
Indonesia
wow.
yesterday, so I'll be here for 6 weeks, and then I'm going back to
Oh,
India. But one of the biggest things is because of the type of business that I do,
mm,
I help people with their relationships. I
hmm,
help people with finances. I
hmm,
help people with health.
hmm.
So I'm kind of in this holistic place where everybody's got problems in different areas. And my
Hmm.
passion is to help people become conscious in
Yeah.
these areas because these areas are actually the most important areas of our life,
Yeah.
right? Like
Hmm.
self-love,
Hmm.
self-respect, family, having good relationships, get rid of the drama, make money, prepare for your future, have security. But it all starts with one health. Thing is self-love and health. So I
Yeah.
went from 110 kgs
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm at like 72 kgs. I've transformed my health. I went from nearly diabetic. I've went from stressed out in my job to residual income coming in and be able to travel the world and have money
Oh,
coming in. So I went from a very dysfunctional marriage. I got divorced, got remarried, and I have the most beautiful, loving
uh,
marriage with respect and partnership and go each other's back. And the drama's not there anymore.
oh, wow.
And the drama left because I woke up and started looking
Mm,
at myself rather than blaming
the other.
somebody else or being a victim. When I took responsibility and started looking in the mirror,
Hmm.
everything actually gets 10 times easier.
Oh,
Like
wow.
taking 100% responsibility for your happiness, 100% responsibility for your health, your
Mm,
finances, your attitude, then
mm,
we can have the most amazing life. But
yeah.
we're in the world of judgment. We're
Mm,
always comparing and judging and then blaming somebody else. And you,
yeah.
we're so in the drama that we don't, our results become slow.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why I even about to talk about, like, I remember we was talking about, changing your mindset to actually go from the place that you are to where you want to be. Because you was telling me, like, even though you decided to move to another place, but you took the same mindset and you wasn't getting this, yeah, you were getting the same result. So like how do you, like, what do you tell people like that's still working that same mindset and they think that they will move and then things will get better?
Yeah, because a lot of people think, well, if I
Mm.
change country, then it's the
Yeah.
country. It's where I am. Don't get me wrong, that's got things to do with it. Like if you're stuck in I was stuck in Scotland, and one of the reasons why I did leave is there was drugs found in a primary school, and so there was like, people taking drugs at the schools, and the and I knew if I didn't leave, my children were going to get brought up in that era. So I left my environment to put my kids into a better environment. So leaving your country for a better environment is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
But what I did notice when I went to New Zealand, the problems that I had in Scotland were still there as well, because I was the same person. So so it doesn't matter where you see. You can take the person out of Scotland, but you can't take Scotland out of the person.
Yeah.
Because I still had the same habits that I had in Scotland. So I had to go through a few years of making the same mistakes again. And then I realized that it wasn't the country, it was actually the way I see the world. So when I changed the way I see things, the things changed. But I had to look this way and start going inside. So it's the same as anything. We need to change the mindset first.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I'll give you an example. If you see the world as dangerous, right? So imagine you've got the front and the back of the hand, right? If you see the world as dangerous, your actions will be correlated by the way you see it.
Yeah.
So if you see the world as dangerous, you'll be defensive.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you see the world as amazing, you'll be more relaxed and have more fun, because the front and back of the hand rise together. If you see it this way, you behave this way. And that's why when, say, somebody's in a relationship and they see the other person as their enemy because their ego is fighting with their partner rather than being on the same team, what happens is, if my partner's a pain, right? You're going to act a certain way that creates that person still always being the pain and the bum. But if you go, loving relationship, respect, how would you treat the person and act? So the way you see the way you view it determines your actions. This was massive for me.
Oh, wow.
So when I changed the way I seen things, I changed the way I behaved and reacted to the situation. Instead of reacting, I was responding.
Wow.
So we have to change the way we see it, so we can change the way our actions will automatically change based on the way we see the situation.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. And the other question that I wanted to talk about is habits, because at times people don't, like, they do the same habits, but then they think that they will get different results. So like what different things that you can do to actually improve your way of living, like the habits that you do to actually get to the place that you want to go.
Well, when it comes to habits, it's like you just need to sit down and look at it. Like, so say, for instance, somebody drinks a lot of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's a habit. Not drinking is a habit, right? So, but is this habit beneficial for me? Now, I come from Scotland, right? So it's a kind of drinking culture. Now, today, do I drink? Occasionally, but not very often, right?
Yeah.
My lifestyle's changed. Before, drinking daily was the norm in Scotland. People would have a couple of beers, watch TV, or go to the pub at the weekend. The weekend started on a Thursday, and it finished on a Sunday night. And then you had work the next day, so you were partying from a Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday during the day and night, and Sunday during the day and night. That's normal in Scotland. It's like, now you think, just saying that, it's like, really, that's like excessive. That's just the norm. Right? Everybody does that, right? And then obviously, the more I started learning about health, I changed. But that's a habit. But then what happened is my children were also watching me. So then when my kids grew up, right? My daughter's 34, my son's 31. Then what happened is they followed that bad example because that was what I was doing. But I didn't even think about it. My parents done it, I was doing it, and it was just the norm. But I didn't realize that habit had a big impact on my children as they grew up. So they're in the environment of alcohol, people being emotional. It's not really the best environment for a child, but it's normal when you grow up in that environment because it's just, that's the way my parents done it. But I have another child, she's 10 years of age with my wife, right? My wife's Indonesian, Regina, and I have a 10-year-old. she's not really been in that environment because I'm not the same father. I'm not the
Yeah.
same person. So
Yeah.
the way my first two kids have grown up
Mm-hmm.
and then my third child's grown up is completely different.
No.
I'm a more emotionally grounded, financially stable, more a better communicator, a better listener.
Mm-hmm.
And before, I was reactive. It was alcohol. It was
Oh yeah.
completely different environment. But habit changed, completely different result as a parent
Yeah. Oh
rearing
wow.
a child.
Oh
So
wow.
whether it's this or whether it's gone to the gym, creating
Mm-hmm.
new habits, self-love,
Mm-hmm.
your
Yeah.
kids are watching us. They're watching us going to the gym. They're watching us eating clean food. They're watching us no eating sugar and processed foods. And what we're doing is we're teaching them by our example,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they're watching us saving money. They're watching us investing money. They're watching us doing personal development. They're watching us listening to an audio program. They're watching us reading a book. These start becoming successful because of the environment that we create, because our habits transform to our children. So,
Yeah.
as a leader of our family,
Mm-hmm.
we have to be responsible because they're always watching us.
Mm-hmm. That's
So,
true.
these are habits for success for us, but it's
Mm-hmm.
also teaching the children by example. This is
Mm-hmm.
how you get a better life. You
Oh
start learning and your learning doesn't stop when you leave school. It
yeah.
actually begins.
Yeah.
Most of us can't wait to stop school and go, all right, that's it. I don't need to study anymore. When actually,
Yeah.
it's
We are
it's
constantly
that's
learning.
just yeah. They taught us in school to get a job and work hard. They didn't teach us how to be free and have an amazing life. They
Yeah.
teach you just to be an employee and then you just be like a rat on the wheel, paying taxes and so at school they don't teach you to be free and entrepreneur or
Yeah.
retire at 25. They tell you you retire when you're 65. It's like somebody set the goal for us, retire when you're 65 and everybody just gets a job. And then they
Job.
realize 10, 20 years later, I'm going in the wrong direction and it's not leading anywhere. So
Yeah.
it's like, but that's
Wow.
habits again that determine that.
Oh wow. That's actually part of the question. You already answered the other question. And the question
That's
was
okay.
like, why do people stay at their job even though they're not happy in it? That's kind of the question that I wanted to ask you now.
Yeah, well, it's the reason why they stay in their job because they don't have another option. Most people learn a skill when they leave school, right? They get a job or they get a career or they go get a degree or
Mm.
whatever level of education that they do. They become a doctor or they become a lawyer or they become whatever the case may be. Could be a
Mm.
janitor. So then they kind of stay there as if this is my station in life. And the
Mm.
funny thing is that happened to me. So
Oh.
I was in the flooring business,
Mhm.
right? And I was running a flooring company and all that. And then when I started building another business,
Yeah.
my health company, I used to change clothes and then go out to a meeting and then
Oh.
come back to my flooring business because I
Mm.
was jumping between companies. And then some of the people in the flooring business were laughing, going, well, who do you think you are? Because I would go from wearing dirty clothes to put a
Yeah.
suit on and
Um,
then go, and then they would go, because it's like there's a thing called the crab trap. When
mm.
you start leaving the crab trap, people pull you back down. The crabs
Yeah.
pull you back down.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to get out the trap. So when you're in the trap and all the crabs are in the trap and you're trying to get out the crab trap, they'll actually pull you down, break your legs to make sure you can't get out the trap. So people are like that. When you start doing something different, the people around you can react.
Mm.
So then what happens is we then get pulled back down and stay with
Mm-hmm.
everybody else in
Yeah.
a nice, secure job, but it's not fulfilling.
Yeah.
So there's people who are lawyers, accountants, doctors, who they've got money, but they
Mm-hmm.
don't have any time,
Yeah.
but
Oh
they
wow.
don't have another skill. So they're stuck with their skill. They
Mm.
make good money, but they can't stop what they're doing because if they stop what they're doing, they've got such an expensive lifestyle, but they can't, they have to, how do they sustain their lifestyle?
Mm.
So, because we're in a linear income, we're taught how to work with your hands and make money.
Mm-hmm.
We've never been taught how do you get money to make money? Like, how do you, when you sleep, how do you make money?
Oh wow.
How can you have money coming in while you're sleeping? Whether
Mm.
it's a residual based income. They
Mm-hmm.
don't teach us this at school. They
Yeah.
teach us to be an employee, which is a manual labor. You do 100, you do 50 hours a week, you get paid for 50.
Yeah.
That's it. You get
Mm.
paid once for your time.
Mm-hmm.
Leverage income and residual income is you're getting leveraging from property, from business, from
Mm-hmm.
products, from online. You
Mm-hmm.
can make money exponentially if you start learning a new skill.
Yeah.
So people are stuck in their job. To answer
Mm,
your question, they're stuck in
yeah.
their job because why? They didn't learn. They're not learning another skill to get them out the trap.
Mm-hmm.
And two, it's all they know, and they're just in the world of doing the same thing. They're not fulfilled. They end
Mm,
up being depressed,
yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
it's. Don't get me wrong. Some people are lucky; they have a really good job, but
Mm,
maybe 7% of
yeah.
people are really fulfilled in their job, their
Yeah.
career. Most people are just doing it just to pay the bills and take care of the children, even though they're not happy.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
just
that
survival and it's habit. Yeah.
wow. So it's basically like the eating, sleeping, and waking up. Eating, not waking up, eating, sleeping, and going to work. Eating, sleeping. So it's like that habit continuously, and it's like it's not bringing them the result that they want because some people actually want to get out of that comfort zone and go to do the things that they want to do, but it's just like they just stuck there because they don't know how to do it. So maybe,
Yeah, they
yeah,
don't know where to begin. Yeah,
yeah,
they don't know where to begin. Where do I begin to change?
yeah,
They're kind
that's
of stuck in a place where this is what they've always done. They
that,
tolerate it. But
yeah,
the problem with that type of lifestyle, it also causes a lot of problems sometimes in their marriages and stuff. Because if you're not happy in your job, you bring that problem home to
oh
your
yeah,
wife, or you
uh,
bring it home to your husband,
yeah,
and then you have drama at work, and then that comes home, and then before you know it, then your drama from home goes to work, and then and I think it's back to what you said in the beginning. It's
mm,
back to if you have a purpose in life, you don't
yeah,
have time for drama.
drama, yeah,
Drama
definitely.
comes when you don't actually have a solid purpose,
Hmm.
and purpose usually comes from serving humanity, like
Yeah,
being a like making a difference in the planet, not just about what's in it for me, but
yeah,
what's in it for us, like being a we. So some
yeah,
people are an I
yeah,
and some people are a we. The
yeah,
difference I've gone through life as an I is always fighting, always comparing, always judging, insecure,
mhm,
never good enough,
yeah,
drama. But when you're a we,
yeah,
how can I help this person? How can I solve this person's problem? How can I make a difference to these people? And you're in a we
uh-huh,
mindset versus an I, and we is we're all one family.
yeah,
Humanitarian wise, we're all one family. It doesn't matter what color we are, what religion we are, what country we were born. There is only one family in the world, and it's human beings. We've
yeah,
been separated by all these different cultures, religions. So everybody's always fighting and judging each other.
mhm, wow,
What would the world be like if everybody was just get that everybody you meet's your brother and sister? How
yeah,
beautiful would it be?
yeah, I know.
But
Wow.
that's actually the real world. We've been indoctrinated into separatism and ego. We
Mm,
were born connected to humanity,
mm-hmm.
and now we're actually in the world of fighting and
Uh,
drama and judgment, and there's wars all over the place. This is all they make money by drama. If
Mama.
everybody would say, right, I'm not playing drama anymore,
Yeah.
no drama in my marriage, no drama with my children, no drama with my friends and family,
Mm,
we all love each other and have each other's back, everything would be amazing. You'd make more money, you would stay focused, you would learn more, right?
mm,
You would make more, you would help more people, you would have a fulfilled life.
life, yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just believe like some people are actually focus their mind solely on just getting money and they actually don't actually pursue something that will actually benefit other people because it's always I'm gonna get money, money, money. But if you actually walk in your purpose, if you actually serve people and give to people, you actually make more money than the work that you're working now. And that's what actually I always tell people like if you actually do the thing that serve people and put value into people's life, you actually make more money than just working your 9 to 5 and stuff. Yeah, that's
100%,
mm,
100% true. Yeah,
yeah.
because but the problem is with that is when you don't have money, it's
Mm,
about survival and scarcity.
yeah,
But
yeah.
once you make money,
Hmm.
it's not about money anymore because the money
Yeah,
keeps coming.
I mean,
So
yeah.
that's why you see a lot of people, they change once they get the money part done. They
Mm,
actually relax, and then they have time to focus on their purpose because they're not in the rat race of chasing the dollar. But
Okay.
unfortunately, when you're taught to be an employee at school,
Mm-hmm.
it's always about career and money and comparing yourself to other people, where you have
Mm.
to be this, or you have to drive this car, you have to live in this neighborhood, you have to
Yeah.
have this house,
Yeah.
you have to go through all these different things because we're chasing something. But when
Mm.
you get to the money and you get to the car, it's like,
What?
now
Yeah.
what? It's like
Yeah.
it's not about
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
But so that's why if you learn what you just says now, it's
Mm.
never about the money.
Yeah.
It's to be abundant, you need to include people. Like
Mm.
abundance is there's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
Scarcity is there's only enough for me, so I need to fight you to get what I want. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like your enemy fighting for the money. When if everybody would stick together, we would
Yeah.
all become wealthy.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Because
Wow.
if everybody became a we, go back to who we were. We were born as a we. We go
Mm-hmm.
to school and we become an I. Because in school they teach you to be an I. So
Mm-hmm.
what? So I'll give you an example, right?
Yeah.
You're 5 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's your friend.
Yeah.
You're connected to humanity. Every single person you meet, you could have a Chinese kid, an Indian kid,
Yeah.
African kid,
Yeah.
a Scottish kid on the same room. They don't see color. They just see friends.
Wow.
They don't see separation. They're all playing with each other, playing with the toys, sharing
Mm-hmm.
the toys, they're having fun.
Yeah.
As soon as we start school, maybe 5 years of age,
Mm-hmm.
we go to school, you got all these new friends, you're so excited. And then what they did, they put you on a separate desk. And
Wow.
then every week and every month, they test you.
Wow.
Arithmetic, right? You got but you got reading, you got all sorts of different subjects, right? And
Yeah.
every week you're tested. So somebody's got 80% in the class, somebody got 90%, somebody got 50%. And this is where the ego starts to get
Oh,
stronger. You get
wow.
teased, you feel stupid, your emotions gone
Wow.
crazy. You don't know why. You're only a 5-year-old child with all this ego running through you. And then you get all emotional. And then you get angry, then you start fighting, and then you misbehave because you feel shame.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like this, because constant measurement. Then you go running, cross
Mm.
country running or sprinting, and then you're last in the race. You feel stupid, you
Oh,
feel
yeah.
insecure, everybody's laughing at you, and this just builds up in the body. And then the one that wins the race, I'm the best, and then the ego's high, and then you've got this passive aggressive behavior beginning with children. Now, we do this for 13 years until we're 18. Every month for 13 years, we're comparing against each other,
Yeah.
comparing against each other. That creates everybody becomes your enemy because now you're in competition with every single person. Now, how do you control 8 billion people? You get them to conquer and divide. When you've
Mm.
got everybody divided, we don't stick together. We won't make money together. We'll be lone wolves. We'll be employees. Well, that's how you control the population.
Mm.
You
That's,
divide and conquer. Every
yeah.
country does this. And then you've got two political parties, one on left, one on right. It's the same people that own both sides. So everybody's fighting against each other, no sticking together. And then you always end up with the same drama every 10 years with the politicians. And then they leave, and then the next lot come in, and then they leave. But nobody's ever held to account because it's the same people that own both sides.
Oh,
So there is no freedom of choice. It's just an
yeah.
illusion.
Uh,
But see, from the school system right into the government system, it's the same system. It's been done for thousands of years.
yeah. Yeah.
Now,
That,
so if everybody started loving each other, respecting each other, and stop fighting with each other, then they realize we are not the enemy of each other.
yeah. Oh,
We've been
wow.
indoctrinated into ego, but that's not who we are. We are actually all love.
Yeah.
And when everybody gets back to who we are, which is love,
Yeah.
it's just amazing because that's who we are. Why would you fight with your best friend?
Yeah. I
Why would
know.
you fight with your husband or your wife or your
Uh,
sister or your mom? We love each other. We don't know how long we go. Why are we fighting with each other?
fighting.
It's like
Exactly.
it's because we're being trained to fight with each other. We have to unlearn that behavior. The ego is the enemy, not each other.
Wow.
There's
Wow.
a book that you can get, an audio book. It's called Tribal Leadership. It's free. They give this to the world for free because
Mm.
it's an organization that wants people to wake up and learn about
Mm.
the levels of leadership.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
5 stages. And that when you learn this, it really shows you why we're in drama and how to get out of the drama and having a fulfilled life.
Wow.
So
Oh,
level one
mm-hmm.
is life sucks, right? So level one is people, life sucks, drug dealer, gang member, don't care about society. They're very hostile and always fighting.
Yeah.
Level two is
Yeah.
I suck, victim, I'm not good enough. What's the point? Apathy. There's no point trying. I'm no good, right? So level one is life sucks. Level two is I suck. Level three is I'm great, you're not, where they
Oh.
get a little bit arrogant, where maybe high achiever, could be a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, people who have got very good at producing results, but they look down on other people because they're great, but the other people are not. So level one, two, and three is all ego based.
Yeah.
Level four is we're great, they're
Oh.
not.
Oh.
You become family values, more collective. We are great.
Yeah.
But level five
Yeah.
is we're all
Great.
great.
Oh.
There is no separation. The
Oh.
separation is at level one, two, and three. And that's why most of the population is in level one, two, three, where they're always fighting with each other because their ego is life sucks, I suck, or I'm great, you're not. They're stuck there because when you go, I'm great, you're not, you think you're successful. But you might be successful because you have a big bank account, you have lots of money. But you might not be successful in your marriage because your ego is too big. You might not be successful because you don't have a purpose, because you're not taking people with you, because you're an I.
Yeah.
I. Once you go to level 4 and 5, you're we. That's when the purpose kicks in, because now you make a difference in other people's lives. You're taking people on the journey with you. You're loyal. You're serving people. You're helping people. You don't even care about the money. You help people just because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
The money will automatically flow. All the abundance will flow because you're serving people from your heart. You're not in the ego where you're serving people for, or if I do this, you can give me this. It's like manipulative and strategy.
Yeah.
When you're a we, you just serve from your love, from just service.
Wow.
It blew my mind when I learned this. It's changed my life.
Wow, that is so amazing.
So tribal leadership, people study tribal leadership. It's absolutely profound. It will transform the way you see your family, your life, and it makes you self-aware, and it gets you to level 4 faster. And I done a seminar years ago. It was called Landmark Education, and these thousands of courses every year all over the world, helping people wake up. It actually teaches tribal leadership. They have a different name for it, but they actually teach you how to go from ego and judging and drama in your life to having a fulfilled life and being a responsible leader in the world. And I done that, and I put my family through it. A lot of my friends done it, and every one of us, our results have changed because they teach you to get away from the ego and focus on serving humanity and having a purpose.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's so amazing, William. That's why I love talking to you, because it's like so much you have to say. And I just want to, I just have one more question. Like, what do you say to those who actually want to get out that comfort zone and actually do the things that they want to do, just to get out that comfort zone? Because I feel like we get so used to, like, example me, like we get so used to being in our comfort zone, and when we feel like when we branch out we will not succeed, or maybe it will not work for us. So like, what do you say to those who actually want to get out that comfort zone?
Well, first of all, you have to look at, what do you want? I always has to come back to, where do you want to be in the next 3, 5, 10 years? So where are you going? Because at the moment, wherever you are is point A in your life. You want to get to point B.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a straight line. But most people are going here like this, right? The key is you need to get straight. What do you want? And then you reverse engineer back to where you are right now. Right? So what do you want? I want to have a beautiful marriage. All right. I want to be healthy and fit. I want to be financially independent. I want to follow my passion. So get clear on what you want, and then reverse it, right? So what do you need to do today to start that journey? Because you then need to, it starts with a step. But the reason why most people don't take a step is because they want to be perfect and get it all thought. They want to make sure it's all perfect before they take a step, because they're scared to make a mistake. Because in school, we were taught if you make a mistake, it's bad.
Mm.
When the key is you learn from mistakes, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So the biggest mistake is people not getting started
Mm.
because they keep thinking about it. They don't take a step. If you
Mm.
take a step, then take a step, you're
Yeah.
creating a habit of taking a step
Mhm.
without having it to be perfect before you take the step.
Wow.
Just take a step because
Yeah.
that's a new habit.
Mhm.
Feel the fear, take the step anyway, and you'll grow. Because when you take a step, you become uncomfortable.
Mhm.
When you're uncomfortable, you grow.
Oh, yeah.
Most people are trying to not avoid being uncomfortable and they stay inside their comfort zone. So then they don't grow. And then another year passes, nothing changes. Then
Mhm.
another year passes, nothing changes because they keep living life in their head.
Hit.
They're
Oh.
not on the court taking a step and moving towards their dreams. It's a
Mm.
physical thing. You actually need to physically take a step.
Mm.
Thinking about taking a step makes no
It's
difference. You have to physically take a step.
mm.
And another thing that is good for people. So say for instance they want to know where do I start to take a step.
Mhm.
ChatGPT is very good for that.
Okay.
So you can go into ChatGPT, right?
Mhm.
And it has a voice button,
Mhm.
and you can say, all right, I want to get focused on my purpose. My purpose is this. I love this is my passion. Da, 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 da. I want to build a business around da 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 whatever, and just say, give me some steps and where to start. It will
Yeah.
actually give you a roadmap.
Oh,
And if you
wow.
don't like it, you can say, can you do that again? And get, the more information you put into it, the more it just stops you having to think too much.
Mm.
But whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
ChatGPT can
We have.
unconfuse people.
Oh, wow.
It just
Okay.
gives you structure and outlines faster so you can move.
Oh,
And
wow.
when you're moving, you can change course at any time, but you're moving forward towards getting out your comfort zone and
Yeah.
you're growing.
Oh, wow.
See,
Okay.
when you're growing,
Uh-huh.
you're building confidence. When
Yeah.
you're thinking, nothing changes.
Wow. You're right.
So you have to take a step. And the biggest thing is success and freedom comes from one thing,
Mm.
discipline.
Yeah. Mm.
So, like
Yeah.
say you, right? You go to the gym every day, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I go to the gym 6 days a week. My
Uh,
confidence, my self love, everything went like that. Why?
yeah.
I'm consistent.
Wow.
I don't let my feelings run the gym. I do it because it's my it's like I've set a goal.
Yeah.
When I
Oh.
was younger, I wouldn't honor my word, and then I wouldn't trust myself, and then I'd beat myself up because I wasn't doing what I knew I should be doing.
Oh.
So that's why if you each day you
Mhm.
focus on having a plan and then honoring your plan, your
Mhm.
confidence and self-esteem increase. Don't
Mhm.
let your feelings run your diary. Let
Yeah.
your integrity needs to run your diary, not your feelings, because your feelings can change at any time.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
wow.
that's why a lot of people don't trust themselves because their feelings are running everything.
Wow. That's amazing. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm just so happy for the wisdom that you're actually giving because as we talk about, you're talking about the habits and instead of like doing the things that we need to do, we actually allow our feelings to take control and then like, I don't feel like doing this today. I don't feel like going to the gym, even though it's good for you and you need to do it, but we just allow our feelings to actually take control. And yeah, I'm kind of like that sometimes, but I tend to like I always tell myself like even if you don't feel like doing it, just do it, just like
Yeah.
take that way. Like even if you don't feel like doing it, just go ahead and do it. That's what actually allowed me to actually do the things that I need to do instead of going out with my feelings and stuff. Yeah.
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 And every time you override your feelings, you trust yourself,
Yeah,
your trust for yourself increases because then you are your word
yeah,
versus I am my feelings.
feelings
Because
or
people don't trust themselves because their feelings, they go into the fridge and eat that food or they go eat another bar of chocolate, then they
yeah,
beat themselves up, and then
yeah,
it's this reinforced negative loop.
Oh, yeah.
Where if you say, no, I'm not eating that chocolate. In fact,
Yeah.
don't even buy the chocolate and put it in the house in the first place so it doesn't tease you. So just don't buy the chocolate
Yeah.
and have a treat every couple of weeks, then have some treats. But while you're trying to get your health on track, you
Yeah.
need to be disciplined. But
Yeah.
if you have one day off and 6 days of discipline, you'll be healthy.
Yeah. Oh,
But if
yeah.
you most people have 6 days off and one day of health, then you're in the wrong ratio.
Bro. That's so true. I love that. Thank you
Yeah.
so, William.
Oh, you're
Like,
welcome.
yeah, if anybody want to get in touch with you, like, where can they try to get in touch with you on, and like,
Oh, well, I'm in Instagram and Facebook and things like that. So Instagram is probably the main place. I have a lot of videos that I repost
yeah.
there, teaching people about life and health and stuff like that. So it's like very educational. We have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of good thought leaders
Yeah.
sharing content, and then I help a lot of people get these videos so they're hearing from all these different amazing people. So
Yeah.
my Instagram is William McLeod Unleashed.
Mm-hmm.
So on Instagram. So I called it that because I want to help people
Yeah.
find out what they're capable of. So it's about unleashing people from their perceived limitations. So
Yeah.
everybody perceives that I can't because, and
Oh,
my passion is how to show people you can
mm,
change your life at any time, and
wow.
it doesn't take long.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
3 months can
Mm,
change your life if you just get focused on something, get your teeth into it, and for three
mm,
months do nothing with that one thing. That one thing will change the rest of your life. It
oh,
only takes 3 months to
wow.
change your life.
Wow. Wow. Just
And because
so.
you're creating that new habits, and but
Mhm.
most people they just feel stuck. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you follow me, you can reach out. I can also share more information, and we can do this again at another time as well. So it'd be great. Yeah.
Thank you so much, William. Thank you so much for talking to us on this platform, and we just appreciate you for your wisdom and everything that you pour into here today. And yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. I just wanted to say one thing.
Mm.
I want to just acknowledge you as well. The
Oh,
difference you're making in lots of people's lives is absolutely amazing. And
oh,
I think you're so courageous. It takes a
oh,
lot of courage to put yourself out there. And
God.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're amazing. You're like a super mom, taking
Oh,
care of your kids. You're helping people. You've got a purpose, and you're helping people wake up. So a
oh,
big
so much,
a
William.
big appreciation and love to you and for what you do.
Thank you so much for being an amazing mentor. Like always, like William is always there. Like I book him, he always there to talk to me, advise me. It's just like it been actually helped me grow as a mom, as a person. It's just like so amazing. Thank you so much, William. I really appreciate
Welcome.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.
Uh, William, how do you do the recording? Like, how do you stop the I don't know.
Let's see.
Mm.